Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? I'm Jacqueline. I'm a store manager at Aritzia Promenade.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Ariel from HR.
Hey,
so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Can I get you a coffee or a tea?
Coffee would be great. Thank you very much.
How do you take it?
Black, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in and meeting with us today.
Thank you.
Did you have any trouble finding us or?
No, not at all. It was a very easy commute, I would say.
Perfect. The weather's so nice out today.
There's spring arriving.
I know, it's about
time.
Alright, Michelle, so before we begin, I just wanted to give you a little bit of general information about the company and the position. So I'm not sure if you know, but Aritzia is actually a Canadian company that originated in Vancouver. Obviously, we're a fashion boutique. We carry many in-house brands. I'm sure if you shop with us, you're aware of Wilfred, Babaton, The Works, everything, as well as a lot of high-end third-party brands. You know, a lot of our Denim, Citizens, J Brand, and so on. It goes on forever. So the position is a style advisor, which obviously you're aware of. So pretty much in this role, you will be responsible for identifying customer needs, as well as tailoring to their specific style and building relationships that exceed their expectations, because we're all about, retaining our loyal customers. We invite them back for private sales. We give them special opportunities, stuff like that. We're very, very big on our relationships with our customers. That's probably one of our main values. Also, so at the Promenade location, which is where you applied for this job, of course, we are actually the 4th busiest store in Canada at the moment. So we are definitely operating in a very fast-paced environment. So it's important that you're able to work in that type of environment because, we're just so busy.
Yeah. I actually love shopping at Aritzia. I'm always shopping at Aritzia. Personally, the shop in Downville's one because it's more closer to home. But I had no idea the Promenade was one of the top in the country. That's amazing.
I know. It's quite shocking because we're a smaller store, but we're definitely very busy. We see a lot of traffic.
That's really good.
So Michelle, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, so a little bit about myself. I just graduated last year from York University. Currently doing my undergrad. Currently doing my graduate programs at Human Resources at Seneca College. Expected to graduate this summer, hopefully.
That's great.
I've been working at a fast-paced environment since I was at the age of 15 when I was able to work. I started working at Aldo at a very young age. So I know the whole fast-paced type of stuff. I'm really, really into fashion. I really love fashion. I love styling people, putting on clothes. I just like buying cute outfits for my nieces sometimes. It's just put them together. I'm like, oh, this will look cuter.
So you definitely have a passion for fashion.
That's definitely for sure. And I do obviously I mentioned before, I love shopping at Aritzia. It's probably my top store. Because mostly the people that always I interact with, they're just so happy and welcoming.
We like to hope so.
That's really good. I'm so happy.
So first, I just want to ask you, why are you interested in working for Aritzia?
I guess I really love the fashion environment. Aritzia has always been one of my favorite places to shop. I like the clothes. I love styling people, not just a person myself, but just looking at pieces. I'm like, oh, this will be great with this. This will be great with this. And I feel like Aritzia would be the perfect fit, together.
Great. We're obviously looking for somebody who has a strong passion for fashion, which you seem to possess. So normally, how do you keep up with style trends? Just, day-to-day basis.
So my favorite thing is Instagram. Instagram will be probably the downfall of my life, but honestly, I can be on it for a very long period of time, and it's always looking at fashion, what is this trend, how do I find it, and clicking on the image, trying to find out where did this person find these shoes or whatever. So that's probably my number one downfall right now. It's just Instagram.
Honestly, great idea. I'm sure we're very active on Instagram. Our company is always posting our newest looks and pieces. So Instagram is great.
Yeah.
So Michelle, can you tell us about a time that you went above and beyond expectations?
So there was a time when I worked at LensCrafters where a client's glasses were not going to be made on time, and they were expecting to come back within the next hour to pick up their glasses. Unfortunately, I tried calling several times on the phone wasn't answering, it wasn't ringing through. I tried like calling the spouse's phone number, trying to get a hold of them, they were not answering as well. I know that they mentioned to me that they're going to be at the food court grabbing some food. So I just took like 5 minutes out, excused myself for my manager, like, hey, I'm going to go let these clients know, because they're waiting for us to pretty much, they can get their glasses, so I went to go find them, like, sorry, I was trying to get a hold of you guys, but I couldn't get a hold of you, and I just want to let you know your glasses may take a little bit longer than expected. By all means, you can come back by the end of the day tomorrow, or at a future date to pick them up. I just didn't want them too late, like, it was so unnecessary.
They must have really appreciated that.
They did, because like they had somewhere else to go too, so I didn't want them, the whole entire day to just get ruined by like 5 minutes of my mistake.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
How would you conduct yourself in a situation where you notice that a coworker is not giving a customer adequate customer service and that customer is visibly upset?
I would personally step into the situation without making it seem like there's something wrong right away, like me being angry towards my coworker. I would just break the ice a little bit, talk to the customer about some other topic, not necessarily about the sale. Excuse myself and my coworker, pull my coworker aside and let them know, hey, body language of the client, they're not happy with the experience. So what can we do to make this a little bit better? What can we do to make this sad moment a happy moment at the end? And I would work with my coworker until that moment is achieved.
Would you involve management in the situation? Like contact a supervisor, or do you think just...
I think first it'll be, my opinion would be like a one-on-one, like coworker to coworker. Once a management is involved, for some reason, like obviously coworkers would think that something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I would feel like if I can talk to my own coworker, because we're both on the same level, it'll be a lot better than having a management, and maybe it can lead to like other, just stop it right here, right now, before it gets too far.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but at Aritzia we're very big on teamwork. And since you would be working in a retail store, it's all about teamwork. We all help each other out. So did you ever have a time, maybe at a previous job or in a school project, anything like that, where you had problems working with a group member?
At a previous job, we honestly have never had an issue with any of my team members. At school, however, I did have like an issue with time management with one of my group members. What I did was constantly, it was a little bit of nagging on my part. I just hated it, that I just had to constantly remind my team member, hey, we have a deadline to achieve, you have to get this done. Constantly messaging them, constantly emailing them, phone calling them. But at the end, it got what we needed done. But I did give some feedback to my team member, like once we have a deadline, we have to get this together. We only have a certain amount of time to finish this.
That's great. I know sometimes nagging, you feel like you're being annoying,
Yeah.
but if you have to get a job done, then unfortunately sometimes it has to be done. Because solving the problem is most important.
Yeah.
So at Aritzia, pretty much when you're working, we're all a team, and even though you have your own sales goals to reach, you communicating with your other coworkers on the shift is so important in order, to maintain success for yourself as well as others. We're all working towards one goal, that's very important. Have you ever been trained to use a POS system before, or are you familiar from, you worked at LensCrafters and Aldo before, what types of systems do they use?
They have very, from what I've seen being cashed on Aritzia, they have very, somewhat the same exact system.
Okay, that's
so
great.
I can pretty much handle cash payments, debit, credit cards, and I'm pretty much familiar with the POS system. I've never had an issue, so hopefully I never will.
So you're comfortable with
I'm
with
comfortable.
the systems. We actually have an older system. I know a lot of companies have, newer ones that are a little easier to navigate, but if you're familiar with some sort of system, you should learn ours pretty quick.
Michelle, what are 3 strengths or traits do you possess that might be an asset in this position as a sales advisor?
3, I would say the first thing, positive energy. I like going to, whether it be work, whether it be school, going to a place with positive energy. At this point, obviously, whatever you're doing at home, like stay at home, you come into work, you have that positive energy, you share it with your coworkers, obviously makes the day a lot more better. We end up achieving the goals together, and we end up having a great day while making our goal. Another thing I would say, well, these are hard questions. Another thing I would say is I work well with team members. If I have an issue, I would with one of the team members, I just like to address it one-on-one first. I don't like getting management involved. And if that doesn't get resolved one-on-one, then that's when the management gets involved, in my opinion. But for the most part, I've never had any issues with any team members. So I feel like I work well with a diverse amount of people. So I guess that could be an asset. And then for a third one, I'm very much a goal-oriented person. So if I have a goal, I worked hard towards achieving the goal. Working at Lens Scratches, for example, I've always been one of the top sellers, maintaining my sales quota for the quarter, for the month, for the year. For school as well, I was doing 4 grade school at the same time. I still maintain a pretty good average. I could do better, but a pretty good average. And yeah, I think those are top 3 traits.
Oh, that's really impressive.
That's great. Also, just to touch on how you're so goal-oriented, as I said before, not sure if you're fully aware with Aritzia's system, but we have pretty much sales per hour goals. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely an asset for us because you're constantly every hour working towards a new goal, which helps yourself, helps the store overall.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So obviously you've mentioned, and we can see on your resume, that you have retail experience, both at Lens Crafters and at Aldo. You worked for a bit.
Yes.
So how do you approach customers that enter a store?
I've always loved approaching customers, ask the basics, hey, how are you doing? Or I just love to catch them off guard, hey, nice purse you have, or nice shoes. I know they're coming here to shop, but you should not be a sales associate that just hounds them right away, hey, what can I help you with? Make sure you come down with a human-to-human kind of connection, I guess. And just be oh, I like your purse, where'd you get it from? Oh, how's the weather outside? Basic small talk. And then be oh, are you looking for anything today? What can I help you with? And then get to know the customer on a personal level and find out exactly what they need before just jumping straight to the sales. Scares me as a customer myself.
It's great to hear that you're so customer oriented because as a company we really strive to connect with our customers, so it's very important, especially in this position. So it's great to hear that you're so enthusiastic and positive towards your customer interactions.
Yeah, that's another big thing for us. We don't want to make it about necessarily, just selling our products and making sales and making our goals. Obviously, that's so important. But a crucial step in the process is really making that personal connection. Because that's how, we've become such a well-known brand and retains all of our loyal customers by really making that personal connection and then catering to what they need. All right, so if you knew that you were doing something right and your manager told you to do it another way, how would you handle a situation like that?
That's a very difficult question to actually answer because you're just management. Some people think you're overstepping your boundaries. But if I knew what I was doing, the method I was doing this right, and the management was incorrect, the best way to do it personally is find out the actual correct policy and let the management know that they're doing something correct by showing them the policy, and obviously do it on a one-on-one basis, not involving everybody else, where you kind of, you would see the manager being shamed sort of thing for doing something wrong. Just scrap the policy and be hey, this is how it's actually done, and this is what I was taught. I don't know if you know this, but this is the right thing.
Great, yeah, it's definitely, I think the one-on-one is a great way to handle it. You obviously don't want to create a scene in front of all your other coworkers, so that's great.
And Michelle, what type of schedule are you looking to work? It says here that you're seeking part-time employment.
As of right now, I am seeking a part-time employment. I am currently attending Seneca College for my graduate studies at Human Resources. I do, obviously, school being my number one priority, want to have a part-time job where I can kind of evolve, kind of like get away from school, I guess, for a little bit too. So I do want some sort of a part-time that would work perfectly fine with my school schedule.
And does your availability allow for evenings or weekends?
Yes, my availability is available even if weekends.
Evenings and weekends. And are you comfortable working some holidays, like for instance Boxing Day?
I'm totally fine, yeah.
Great. Also, we are open on most statutory holidays. Would that be something you can work with?
That's totally fine with me as well.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, so that concludes everything we had planned to ask you today. Thank you so much for coming again, Michelle. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. At this time, do you have any more questions for us?
I actually do have a few questions. I was just wondering, based on like what I'm taking currently in school, human resources, and I'm definitely looking forward to working in that field. Do you guys have any growth opportunities within the company?
Well, actually, Aritzia loves to promote internally. We generally have lots of opportunities as the company is growing at a relatively fast pace. We're expanding throughout the country and going into the United States. And we love to have our employees grow with the company. So starting as a sales advisor, I could definitely see an upward trend for you.
That's really good to hear. That's so motivating as well.
Definitely.
I do have other questions about like in terms of training. Like what kind of training do you guys provide if I'm selected?
Okay, so pretty much all of our style advisors, when hired, they go through various training sessions at our busier stores. They're set up not during store hours, so either before opening or after closing of mall hours. And there's just, all types of training. We have welcome on board sessions just to, get you familiar with the company, the environment. We have right selling fundamentals, teaching you all of these steps to become the best seller you could be. The list goes on. We have a ton of these sessions, and they are mandatory for new hires. But we schedule them based on your availability and stuff like that. We don't just throw them on you and be there at this time. There's, they happen every couple weeks. There's also opportunities to go and to all the various sessions.
Okay. And I do have one last question. If I am selected, what can I expect from the next steps?
Okay, so pretty much we are still holding some interviews. We have a few positions available at the moment. So we should be making our decisions within the next 2 weeks, I'd say. So you should expect to hear from us 2 weeks today. I guess that brings us into April. Crazy to think about. And we will contact you probably sometime next week if we require any additional information.
Okay, that's all I have questions right now.
No problem.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming again. It was great meeting you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much.